What up YouTube? Welcome to TDP Talks. This is episode 1. This will be a weekly series where we cover all topics such as health, fitness, training and nutrition.
So, today's episode will be all about flexible dieting and why we choose to follow this method. So, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Flexible dieting. You may or may not have heard of this term before, or if it fits your macros, but basically today we wanted to clear up any confusion around this topic. I know there's been a few fitness accounts out there, big fitness accounts, where they've portrayed that you can eat junk food, lollies, sweets, soda, all this sort of naughty food and still get shredded, still get ripped. So that's basically what we wanted to clear up today.
So, what is flexible dieting? Flexible dieting is not a diet. It is an approach to nutrition and a way of eating that is sustainable for life. Basically, we track macronutrients. That includes protein, carbohydrates and fat in order to achieve your body composition goal. That might be to lose weight or lose fat, to maintain your current body composition, or to gain muscle or gain weight. So essentially, in order to lose weight, you need to eat less calories than your body burns. And in order to gain weight, you need to eat more calories than your body burns.
So, what are macros or macronutrients? They make up the calorie content of food. You have 3 individual macros. You've got protein, fats, and carbs. To go into further depth, each one of those have their own caloric value. Okay, so you got protein and carbs, which contain 4 calories per 1 gram. You also have fats, on the other hand, which contain 9 calories per 1 gram.
So these macros are what our bodies identify when we eat a food. They don't identify the type of food we're eating. Whether we eat a donut or an apple, it doesn't matter. It's identifying the caloric and macronutrient value of that food. You can eat a donut and lose weight. You can eat an apple and gain weight. It all depends on your overall calorie value for the day or the week that determines whether or not you will gain or lose weight. Having this knowledge gives you a deeper understanding of the food and what you are consuming and what you can consume, and as a result makes your diet less restrictive, which is what we have experienced ourselves and why we have transitioned to flexible dieting.
Yeah, 100% agree. Having this knowledge has just made everything so much easier. Having a basic understanding of how it all operates, how it all works, it's simple science, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So gone are the days of chicken, broccoli, asparagus, fish. Mm-hmm. You can eat the foods that you love and still get the results that you want.
Don't fall for the bro science bullshit. Don't fall for it. Okay, I did.
There's a better way. There's a better way.
There's always a better way.
Let us tell you more.
Let us tell you more. Lettuce. Lettuce? Get it? Anyone get it?
Yeah, we got it.
Come on, you get it, don't you? With great power comes great responsibility. So what I mean by that, just because flexible dieting means you have the flexibility of eating junk food doesn't mean that should be the main focus of your diet. Okay? The guidelines are 80% of your diet must consist of micronutrient dense, minimally processed foods such as your fruits, veggies, other lean sources of protein, while the other 20% of your diet you can add in a little bit of flexibility with processed foods such as chocolate, pizza, donuts, all the other fun stuff.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Yes, I'm not a fan of ice cream, but this one is.
Guilty. So in order to reach your micronutrient targets, there are some other guidelines or recommendations to follow. That includes having a minimum of 1 serve of fruit per 1,000 calories, 1 serve of vegetables per 1,000 calories, and a minimum of 10 to 15 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories. In addition to that is making sure you get enough fluids throughout the day as well. So as a minimum, it's generally 1 litre per 23 kilos of body weight. So personally, I like to get about 80 to 90% of my diet from whole foods that are minimally processed, and then I'll use my remaining calories to include some dessert every day because that is my weakness, or I will use those calories to go out for a nice meal on the weekend with friends and family. So Jake, what do we need to get started?
Well, that's a good question, Holly, and I do have the answer to that
Oh, I'm so glad.
question. Okay, so 3 tools that we both personally use ourselves. Okay, one being an application where you can lodge the food that you're consuming throughout the day. The app that we use is MyFitnessPal, if you can see that. So basically that app allows you to lodge in all the food that you're eating so you can track your progress and basically see everything that you're consuming throughout the day. Another tool that we swear by, we use this every day, is a set of food scales. Okay, so a set of food scales allows you the ability to weigh your food, just to give you a more precise measurement. Yeah, thank you. A more precise measurement on what you're eating as well. So you can, for example, myself, let's say I weigh my chicken, I weigh some rice, and I weigh some broccoli. I get the exact measurement, I lodge that into the app, and then so forth. Last but not least, a set of body weight scales. I would also recommend getting yourself, if you don't have them already at home, I know a lot of you probably do, they can come in handy a lot with tracking your progress, whether you're losing weight or gaining weight, whatever your goals are, they are a good handy tool to track your progress.
So now that you know a bit more about flexible dieting, let's talk about some of the benefits. And I know that this is something we're very passionate about because it has completely changed the way that we eat. So some of the benefits of flexible dieting is that you fit the food around your schedule and your training schedule. You don't have to eat specific meals at specific times. So that's a definite bonus. There's no labeling foods as clean or dirty, good or bad. There's no removing whole foods or whole macronutrients from your diet. There's no foods that are off limit. It's all about fitting in the foods that you want to eat in controlled portions.
From personal experience with myself, it also develops a good relationship with food.
Definitely.
I know in the past when I've leaned up for shows, like I competed back in the day, I've done Musclemania, I've done a few of the natural shows here in Australia. But yeah, leading up into a show, I just developed quite an unhealthy relationship, you could say, with food. So having the flexibility of eating, or not almost eating what you want when you want, but having the flexibility with your nutrition does allow you having a better relationship with food. So.
It also eliminates a lot of food cravings and binging behaviours. I know that this has been a big problem for both of us in the past, especially through our competition preps. It would get to the point where your diet was so restricted from chicken, broccoli, fish, asparagus.
A rice cake, plain rice cake.
Maybe, if you're lucky.
No sauce.
If you're like, no sauce, no seasonings, no way.
No.
But if you did, by some small chance, decide to have a little teaspoon of peanut butter, it would turn into the whole jar.
Yeah.
I think you can relate.
I used to have, a whole album on my phone dedicated to food.
So did I.
And treats and
so did I.
Junk food.
Food porn folder.
Yes, that was... Oh god.
Yeah, it was terrible. It would cause food obsession.
Yeah.
So basically all day, every day, you would be thinking about food.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, but I was allowed a weekly cheat meal with my competition prep.
Yeah.
So essentially my food during the week would be about 1,200 calories a day, if that, because I had no idea at the time what calories were or macros were. I was just eating what I was told. And it was essentially what I said before: chicken, broccoli, fish, boring. And then on the weekend I would have this one cheat meal. So it was one meal that I was allowed to eat whatever I wanted. So essentially it turned into an epic feast where I would consume a whole pizza to myself and close to half a kilo of froyo with various toppings. And to the point where I would basically think I was going to explode.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I would wonder why I wasn't progressing. Funny that. So obviously the reason why I wasn't progressing is that I would completely blow up the calorie deficit that I was meant to be eating in for the week. So I'd stick to my 1200 calories throughout the week, and then on this one day I was potentially consuming 10,000 calories. So yeah, definitely cancelled out the calorie deficit, and hence why I wasn't making the progression that I needed to be making.
I have gone through some similar experiences to what Holly has done, you know, like I've followed some of these programs, no carbs after 6 p.m, clean eating 6 days a week, 1 cheat day, fasted cardio every morning. I mean, like they do work to a certain point, but they're not sustainable. So I'm getting new clients coming up to me and asking questions saying, why aren't I getting results? And I straight away ask them, I say, are you tracking? Are you following what you're eating and what you're doing? 100% of the time they come back with a no. So I would advise that you guys, if you're going through the same experiences as myself and some of my new clients have been doing, I would advise that you give flexible dieting a go and try it out for yourself.
We really hope that you've gotten something out of today's first TDP talk on flexible dieting. As a gift, we'd like to give you our free guide to flexible dieting, which you can download here. We'll also put the link below in the description box. Also, please feel free to email us if you have any questions. We will put our emails in the description box below. And
yeah, so also, yeah, if you have any more questions that you want covered, any topics that you want covered, you can comment down below on this video, or you can find us on our social media pages, which will also be in the description box below. Stay tuned until next week, and until then, enjoy your flexible dieting. I sure will be. That's so good.
Oh my god, that looks so good.